Action here begins with Patrolman Scott Taylor, a policeman from Wilton, Maine, who has decided to take professional wrestling. By the way, he still is a patrolman in Wilton, and he's training here, and actually is working with one of the people that are training him, and it's Gino Brito Jr. He's in here with one heck of a wrestler, Gino Brito Jr., making, I believe, one of his initial appearances here on International Championship Wrestling. As I said earlier on in the program, very happy to announce that, in my opinion, and I think everyone's opinion, I was a referee for 15 years, and I still am. I still hold all my licenses, and it is still my opinion that the rules of all New England, of all New York, of the whole East Coast, that no one, anyone, can lose a match, a championship match, I should say, can the belt switch hands, with the exception of a submission where the man actually gives up on his own, or a pin, the count of 3. And we've been talking with Bob Backlund, and that's what the whole story is about, who's going to be coming into our area very shortly, and we would still have to say that Bob Backlund is still the WWF heavyweight champion, because he has never submitted and or been pinned, and he has put a claim into all the officials, and I had a vote on the procedure, and I just had to go along with the vote, and commissioners and everyone else have all agreed that there is no change of the belt unless a submission and or a pin, and it is on our, and especially in the New England area, it has been voted on and has already been accepted that Bob Backlund has never lost a title and is still the champion, and we're very proud to have Bob Backlund in with exciting international wrestling. I believe in some of the major magazines coming out in November, you'll be able to read an article on such where Bob Backlund has justified his means by commissioners and so on, where he shall and will be considered still the heavyweight champion of the world. And I'm very happy to say that the man is no less the greatest professional wrestler, one of the greatest professional wrestlers, I should say, and a gentleman, and he deserves, if the man loses, he should have the right to lose by the rules that are required by the federations and or the state athletic commissions. Scott Taylor's really making a name for himself here. He doesn't actually have the professional wrestling gear that most wrestlers wear. He seems to have a pair of jogging shorts on here and a pair of sneakers, but doesn't make any difference. These people love him. Brito's getting a little test of this Scott Taylor's power. This man, when I understand, he powerlifts somewhere around 800 pounds. Unbelievable. Maybe later on, as weeks go by, we can get Scott to give us a demonstration on just how much he can powerlift. Pressure applied by Scott Taylor. Into the ropes. Referee tells him to break. Applies the break. Referee gives the count. Taylor's a little reluctant to break there. It's not like Scott Taylor. He knows, I think he's just a little bit nervous in the shed. What a way to get into professional wrestling, by challenging a man like the Moondog and then finding out that right off the bat you're wrestling one of the former world tag team champions, Gino Brito. He held that title with Tony Parisi, and we'll be seeing him shortly coming back to the area. I'm looking forward to just, in the very near future, we're going to be showing you some tapes of this newly formed team, and I'll tell you, you're just going to blow your minds, boy. They're called the Rock and Roll Express, and when you see them, you're just going to go crazy. applying the pressure. People in here going, come on, Wilton. I'll tell you, they love this Scott Taylor. They like Brito, but they love this Scott Taylor. He's just a favorite son here. Taylor getting up. Whoa, beautiful, beautiful move by Taylor. Brito goes to the ropes. Brito's got a little pain here. He's looking at this young guy and saying, where the heck does he get all his power from? Who takes him down? Count of 1, 2, no. Count is stopped. 1, count 2, no. One, no. Count of 1. Go, Scott. They're all saying they have, I've never seen this before. They have Scott Taylor t-shirts on. Look at him. Now Brito's getting a little excited here. He's ready to get into a fight with Scott. I'll tell you, they love this Scott Taylor here. Brito is he's getting upset. Takes him up against the ropes. Referee's still in the whoa, vicious slap. Vicious slap. Oh, this Taylor's getting a little bit excited. He's got his fist. Brito's going, hey, look at his fist. This might just turn into a boxing match. This Brito's thinking twice here. Referee advising him to get back to his corner. Nice move by Scott Taylor here. Brito hanging on to that leg. Referee telling him to break. Brito a little reluctant here. He's got Brito. He's got his leg. What is he trying to get? Trying to get to a pin. 1, 2, no. Just barely did Brito get out of it. I'll tell you, I'm getting excited myself here. Brito wants to shake hands. To shake hands here with him, and Scott really don't want to shake his hand. This Scott means business. wants to shake his hand. People are telling him, no, don't shake it. Whoa, vicious forearm by Brito. Scott looking at him like, hey, you went to shake my hand. Takes him in. Forearm, another. Brito is looking like, what are you doing? Kick to him. Brito is you don't know where he's at right now. Slap to the face of Scott. Vicious slap to the face of Scott. Brito is... whoa! Takes him in. He's got looks like a choke on him. Looks like he's choking him. Referee gets down underneath him. Trying to check and see if it is a choke. Chanting here, come on, Taylor. That's what you call a favorite son. Any of you out there would like to become or find out how you can become a professional wrestler? We will be giving you some information in weeks to come how you can enter the world of exciting international championship wrestling. Come on. Backed up to the ropes here. Referee sees him up on the ropes here. He's going for the break. Referee gives the break. Both men break clean. Whoa, nice takedown by Taylor. Goes to hook the legs. 2. He beats him. He beats Brito. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. Scott Taylor pinned Gino Brito. Brito's complaining the count was a little bit too quick. Let's get the official announcement. We'll return right after this message.
To enjoy this old-fashioned Christmas magic all during the coming holiday season.
Walking winter wonderland.
Roger Whittaker now offers you one of the most beautiful Christmas albums ever recorded. And here it is, the world's most beautiful Christmas songs by Roger Whittaker.
I'm dreaming of a white Christmas, I gave my best for him.
For all ages, old-fashioned Christmas magic.
And the party is in the bedroom. Oh, Tannenbaum, oh, Tannenbaum.
These are the most beautiful and best-loved Christmas songs of all time.
Hark the herald angels sing, glory to the new.
You'll treasure these recordings every holiday season.
Oh, come let us adore him.
The world's most beautiful Christmas songs by Roger Whittaker. To get yours in time, be sure to place your order now.
Here's how. Send your name, address, and just $8.98 for record album, $9.98 for 8-track tape or cassette to Christmas favorites. Box 5000, Derry 03038. You'll love these 20 Christmas favorites this year and every year or money back. Not sold in stores, and this announcement will end without any notice. Write this address down now and send to Christmas Favorites, Box 5000, Derry, New Hampshire, 03038.
As a result of the requests of many of our viewing audience, we are presenting you excerpts of the match you saw last week, the championship match between King Tonga and Dino Bravo. I know, Gino, you've mentioned many times that you sit here as an objective and very unbiased commentator of wrestling, but Dino Bravo being such a good friend, I mean, going back to, what, 10 years of age?
Right. And I'll tell you, since last week, since we viewed this match on TV, Dino and I, we sat down and reviewed that tape at least, maybe not 10 times, but close to it. And it was just a stupid move on his part to take Tonga for granted. He just walked in there like he was going for a picnic. Tonga rolled him up. The referee was there, 1, 2, 3. There's no excuse for losing the belt. That night, he wasn't up to it. And Tonga, of course, that chop he said that he had got on the nose, that really jarred him. For the rest of the match, he was sore. And
there it is right there.
There's that chop, the famous chop. It was lucky that, you know that his nose is swollen. He's got 2 black eyes because of that.
He blooded his nose. In fact, at one point in time, we thought his nose was broken.
Right. It's a good thing that it started to bleed, because he could have looked worse the next day than he looks right now.
Now, a bit of history. King Tonga had lost only 1 wrestling match in his absolute entire career, and it was against Dino Bravo.
Right. As far as we know, he had never lost a match in North America. And the only one he had lost was against Dino Bravo a while back, and now he's even the score. And it goes to show you that you might be king one day, doesn't last.
He's a good wrestler. He has lots of good moves. He has a lot of karate background, a lot of judo. This pile driver he's going to throw on Dino Bravo here.
Right.
Oh.
Right now, by being champion, we have to admit that King Tonga is the best wrestler around this area.
Dino got his foot up in the rope just in time, otherwise he would have been counted out there. Now, he is in a lot of pain here. His nose is bleeding profusely. Right. He's dizzy. He's taking a lot of punishment.
Right. He's walking around, you know, like a sheep going to slaughter, you know, with his arms down. He's not really. Of course, we know, if fans that seen it last week know he's going to come out of it after a while, but
I can still feel those.
It took its toll. That chop on the nose took its toll.
You see one of those, Gino, and they put me away. Just file me away in somewhere called vegetable.
I don't doubt it. You have to be trained and used to take that kind of punishment. This one was not as effective, but still, he covers him for the count, and as you see, Dino kicks out. He just showed his strength the way he kicked out that time. And he's up on his feet right now.
He's dizzy.
And he comes in with punches. Tonga's kind of leery right now, holding back. Takes one, comes back with a chop that never found its mark. Bravo hits him with a good one right to the jaw.
The patented Dino Bravo move when he gets mad, boy, look out.
And he goes up with, we call the stomper, that hold. Throws him down and covers him for the count of 1, 2. Tonga has enough reserve to kick out.
It's a rather bizarre ending.
Picks him up, and there you see the suplex.
Look at this.
Ooh. Wonderful suplex. It covers him again, and again Tonga kicks out.
These two gentlemen.
That tells you right there why today he's international champion.
That's right.
Picks him up for another stomper and holds him there. And now you're where it happens, where the referee gets knocked down, and you can see that that suplex was perfect. Tonga was out for a count of at least 6. I remember you counted last week, Bob.
That's right. Now look at Desbois down. And, of course, as Bravo goes over to see how he is, look at Dino Bravo saying, how you doing? Didn't mean to do that.
No. And here's the fatal mistake.
That's it.
And that was it.
That was it. Now, Dino Bravo lost.
Now, that's where the King Tonga became the undisputed international champion.
And you know, of course, Bravo didn't just lose the belt. He loses incredible sums of money. He loses all the commercial promotion that goes with it. But he's more interested in the belt.
The only thing missing there for the team of Tonga and Tarzan Tyler is the champagne, which I don't doubt they had in the dressing room walked away with that belt. And now Tyler, as I mentioned last week, has 3 champions. The International Tag Team and the International Champion, King Tonga. And there, a dejected Dino Bravo walks away.
Tyler, I've got them all. And he does.
He does, right, Bob? Yeah. He's ecstatic. We will see
one more
a
time.
repeat again where the referee gets hit. That perfect suplex and the cover. Nobody there to count. No referee.
Tyler was counting, but he stopped. You notice?
Tyler kind of leery right now because him too, I'm sure he thought was the end for his men. And here, folks, you will see how Bravo loses his belt. Down again for 1, 2, 3. It's all over. Slow motion. Bob, we just seen it perfectly there.
Dave Watts with a terrible kick to the head. He's not used to that. He doesn't
not used to
take those
that.
every day. He's hurt.
And it's not, and that's it. The referee has to give you the victory. It looks like it'll be all over. And this is the move again, and we see it again. The new champion, King Tonga.
The Millyard Outlet Mall's grand opening is going on now. Discover a unique collection of outlet stores offering brand names at everyday bargain prices of 20 to 50% less than regular retail. There's music, food, and a contest for prizes, including a Bahamas trip, compliments of Delta Airlines, the Bahama Princess Hotel, and Davidson Travel. So join us, because saving money is always something to celebrate. The Millyard Outlet Mall, it's a whole new way to shop. Take Route 111 to Pine Street in Nashua and look for the Millyard Chimney.
This Christmas, let the House of Gelinas put a little music into your life. Choose from a great selection of fine name brand pianos and organs, and save money too, because every piano and organ is on sale for the holidays. In fact, for a limited time only, take your choice of a new Wurlitzer piano or organ, complete with bench, music lamp, 2 months of lessons, and delivery for just $16.88. Save store-wide for the holidays at the House of Gelinas, 37 Elm Street in Manchester, and in the Hood Plaza Shopping Center in Derry.
I know. Laser for typing that report. Again.
Miss Smith, please type in one itsy-bitsy change, please.
No matter what type of boss you have, with a Panasonic 708 electronic typewriter, you won't have to retype. Its 8K memory stores what you've typed. Type in the corrections, and it does the retyping for you. So when your boss requests the word...
Where's that letter?
Thank you.
It's time for a Panasonic.
For your Panasonic typewriter, see the professionals at Typewriter Headquarters, Inc., Manchester, New Hampshire.
Quinn gets it up there. It's got some distance, and he's got it. Matt LaPolice has tied it up. 10 seconds to go in the ball game.
This is unbelievable.
Nashua will try and handle the ball, and Creek gets it to Quinnaboni, and he's in, and the ball game's over. Nashua wins it 19-13.
That was just the first one. Don't miss the rematch. The Nashua Purple Panthers and the Portsmouth Clippers for the Division I State Football Championship. Live today at 1 here on TV 50.
Well, there he is, Gino, Edouard Carpentier. What can you say? I've used the expression so many times. He is definitely a legend in his own time. And they're fighting against a couple of gentlemen with, although gentlemen I use loosely, with the international tag team belts around their waists, as large as they may be, and this should be a very interesting fight.
Well, Bob, as you know, that they've won those belts from Raymond and Jacques Rougeau a while back. We commentated on that. And now he teamed up with Edouard Carpentier. Edouard Carpentier, in wrestling circles, amongst friends, we call him the Gordie Howe of wrestling, because he lasts and lasts, and it's still good quality wrestling that he puts out. So it should be a very interesting match. I think that Rougeau might have a grudge against White and Valentine, and probably, give him back some of the dirty things that they did to his brother.
Well, we remember, and folks who saw the fight between the Rougeaus and Sailor White and Valentine will remember it was a very controversial fight, so indeed there has to be, as far as Ray is concerned, just a little bit of bitterness, and you can be sure he's all there. And of course, let's not take anything away from White and Valentine. They don't want to lose those belts.
They don't, and they also have an ace in the hole in Tarzan Tyler, because he's been guiding them all along. And let's face it, the man has been in wrestling for over 30 years. He knows everything about wrestling, and he's brought them all the way from nothing to a championship caliber. As a matter of fact, They have won the belts in the shortest of time that I can think of any team has won in the past 3-4 years.
All right, well, the action is underway.
Ooh, what a backdrop now that Rougeau hits him with a perfect drop kick right on the chin, and a second one.
All right, Ray Rougeau is here to fight. And there goes Valentine.
I think that's very good psychology to hit him like that from the start. Now he tags out and he lets Edouard come in. No, not yet.
You know that Valentine is now out there just recuperating a bit and saying what happened, I guess, probably more than anything else. I want to talk about Edouard Carpentier just for a second, Gino. He's a legend I've mentioned in his own time. You've mentioned the fact he's a Gordie Howe of wrestling. What keeps this man going at such an incredible peak for so many years?
Well, the answer, we might not know the answer, only he knows, but one thing for sure, he works out every day because he's got that wrestling school, and he works out with at least, he's got 20 or so students, and it keeps him, he says it keeps him fit, and he'll wrestle as long as he can put out, as long as he can give an honest day's work in that ring, and that's what he wants to do. He says age is only a number, and you can see that he still has that good pair of arms, and he's still very agile for his age.
Well, we're ringside, and we can hear a lot more than you can at home. Valentine was taunting Carpentier, saying, "Come here, old man, get on in here." And there's Carpentier in there, and there's Valentine out. So let's watch this and see what happens. Sailor White, that's what's happening. The Moondog. Bit of a frightening guy to meet, Gino.
Yes, I mean, you know, he's not the type of guy you want to meet in down a hallway or something. He's big, 300-pounder, and he looks mean. Only his tattoos would scare most people.
That's right. Imagine tattoos on the calves of your legs. He's got them everywhere. Well, Carpentier's got a pair of arms, and Moondog knows it now. At play here, International Tag Team Championship belts, and you know that Valentine, here he comes to the tag, and there's Carpentier right back.
Right back with that headlock. They've got control of the match so far, but don't count out Valentine and White.
I guess Ray Rougeau knows that more than anybody, in recent history anyway. All right. Edouard Carpentier showing that he still has a lot of the athletic ability and speed that he's had for decades. I can use that expression.
Right. He still moves very good, and as we will see, I'm sure once he'll really get warmed up, he'll probably show us some of his famous moves that he's made famous over the past 20 years.
Incidentally, the referee in this match is one of the referees you speak very highly of, Gino, and certainly one of the better referees in the circuit today.
Well, yes, Adrien Desbois, and the reason I speak highly of him, because even a big man like Sailor White, as you can see, will not make him back down from his decision. He'll talk to him face to face. He knows he's the boss in that ring, and you have to respect him.
Well, Rick Valentine has slipped under the cords away from Edouard Carpentier, trying to get a break from that headlock, because you know, we've mentioned many, many times, get a fellow like Carpentier holding your head for a few minutes and you go buzzy after a while.
That's right, and you see Tarzan Tyler tells his man, take it easy. It might not be interesting for the people watching, but they're waiting for the right time to make their move. Plus, going out of the ring like that, they recuperate, and they come back and they're ready to go again.
Ring announcer has announced that this particular match has already lasted 5 minutes. Carpentier in a bit of pain.
Can't seem to get away yet. Oh, yes, he does. Nice maneuver. Took him down beautifully.
You can tell whose side the crowd is on. They love this man, Edouard Carpentier.
Now, you've just seen a move that I wish all young wrestlers would look at and try to do. Nice moves, counter moves. took him off balance completely, and there was a 300-pounder, 275-pounder Valentine laying on his back.
Valentine trying to get out of this hole by pulling Carpentier's hair. Didn't work, though. Referee was right there. It's fun to hear the words of encouragement and coaching that you hear ringside, especially when Tarzan Tyler is there.
Well, sure. I mean, you try to keep their spirits up, you know, tell them you got them, keep moving, this and that. He's doing a good job. He's done it with Tonga. He's done it with Guay, Valentine, a few others. I wonder how much of their paycheck, though, he takes home.
They probably think too much. Maybe he does. Sailor White being taunted by the crowd. Now Valentine picking up Carpentier, slams him down.
Very hard.
That's hard on your back. Look at him.
I figured Carpentier would get out of there as soon as he seen him come. There he goes with that mule kick of his. It's one of his moves. An uppercut.
Whoop, wrong corner.
Did Rougeau nail him good that time? There he goes, punch to the stomach. And that double karate chop, and he's got that Valentine down. Beautiful maneuver.
There's Sailor White in there illegally, of course, popping away at Carpentier.
How many kicks will he give him?
Rougeau with a lot of anger. You know he's still very, very angry about losing that belt.
Right. I'm surprised that he's that calm, as a matter of fact, Bob.
Look at Carpentier taking a terrible beating now.
You see why I always advocate 2 referees? You see what happens there? While one referee is busy with Rougeau, it gives a chance for the other 2 guys to really pummel Carpentier.
Well, Carpentier has to be in a bit of difficulty now. He's taken, I don't know, 20, 30 kicks from Sailor White. And he's over 300 pounds. So Carpentier would love to get to that corner to tag up with Ray Rougeau. There's an irate young fan. Edouard Carpentier, I think, popular just about anywhere he wrestles, you know.
Yes, you could see when he walked into the ring, he had some kind of an ovation. And people hadn't seen him in a long time, and they're glad to see him.
A classic example here of a man who can wrestle against a couple of fellows who will do anything to win. Valentine down on Carpentier, and now he is very shaken up.
Back with that nerve hole again. That hole is kind of, it's not a sleeper hole, but it does the same effect. What you do, you try to stop the flow of blood to the brain. By doing that, your opponent gets dizzy, and then you can, you have an advantage on him. I don't think it'll work too well on Carpentier here because he's very muscled up in the neck area, and you can see that although he feels some pain, he still can fight it off.
Must ask Edouard Carpentier one day what size shirt color he takes. He's got an incredibly huge neck. Sailor, the Moondog White, working on that same type of hold, really.
Right.
Carpentier in a fair amount of pain. He has taken a punishment. Quite a beating in the last 3 or 4 minutes, maybe 5 minutes even.
I'm not going to count him out yet, Bob.
No, he's been around. He's been there before.
He's wrestled from way back from the days he was wrestling a lot of the Killer Kowalski and the Don Leo Johnsons. And he survived them all, and he's still wrestling today. He's had some of the best matches that Montrealers and all Quebec ever saw.
Carpentier trying to push Moondog over into the corner. He does, and he tags up. I don't think the referee saw the tag. No, he didn't.
That's too bad. Because
no, he didn't.
That was a clean tag. Ray Rougeau should be in there right now.
Here you go again, Gino, with your concept of having 2 referees. They should have somebody over there in that corner because Carpentier is being choked by both White and Valentine.
I think the referee now should know what's going on in the other corner from the roar of the crowd and all that.
Carpentier being, look at this, being almost choked. He is being choked.
He is being choked by the rope. Sailor White has got the rope around his neck. That is vicious, Bob. Very vicious.
Just a little bit crazy here. Moondog White, who will do anything to win a fight, is choking Edouard Carpentier. And of course, now you can't see the rope. He's got it hidden. Look at this. Carpentier in a bit of difficulty. I'm almost sorry now I've mentioned this referee is one of the best in the circuit, although he is. I'm not trying to take anything away from him, but he's missed a few things tonight.
There's just so, yeah, he is missing a few things, and there's just so much he can do.
Ray Rougeau would love to get back in there. The Moondog picking up Carpentier.
Picked him up so easy. He's going for a big power slam, Bob. Now that's 300 pounds coming up on top of you as he slams you down to the mat.
I think Ray Rougeau may have saved the match right there.
Good move by Ray Rougeau.
Again, Carpentier being picked up by Moondog. And a backbreaker. Boy, that has to smart. And again, Rougeau meets that boot in.
Two saves that Rougeau made on Carpentier so far.
Well, Carpentier is dizzy, and he is hurting.
Well, that's what a tag team partner is for. When you're in trouble, he's got to be in there to help you out.
Well, team of Valentine and White have had a lot of opportunity to change, so you know they're a lot fresher, of course, than Carpentier, who's being punished now for the last, I don't know how many minutes.
It's been a while now.
Oh,
nice move.
Into the post.
Right into the post. If I were Carpentier, I would tag out right now.
He probably wants to get a punch or two in, and he does.
You in, and he's going to do that famous flip off the top rope. I wonder. Now that's an incredible move for a man his age, and he comes
back with a mule kick, and now he tags
Rougeau.
Look out! Here's Ray, and he is mad.
He's all fired up right now, Bob. He's going to town.
Ray Rougeau, Valentine into the turnbuckle. Sailor White trying to come in. He does.
Rougeau's got control now.
Look at this.
Oh, big bag drop.
You see that ring almost collapsed with Sailor White. Now Ray Rougeau punishing Valentine.
Takes him over. Covers him for the count. 1, 2. Valentine kicks out.
Still some life left in Valentine. He's
there it is. That's for sure. The sleeper. He's got him. Now this is a finish, Bob. Unless
shades of the last fight. Look at Sailor White up there.
It can't happen again, can it? No.
No. Not this time, says Rougeau.
Oh, going to town now.
Well, there's pandemonium now in the ring, let me tell you.
Carpentier goes over the top rope,
over the top
floor,
rope.
And here comes Rougeau with, solid punches to the jaw. There you see Sailor on the outside of the ring.
If your favorite radio station isn't what it used to be, it's time for a new favorite. Light 92.5 FM plays the classics from yesterday, today, and tomorrow in a clean, uncluttered environment. No hype, no gimmicks, no endless chatter. Just light rock with less talk, the way it should be. Judge for yourself. Turn on the Light at 92.5 FM.
Hi, this is Nancy for Jacques Flower Shop with decorating and gift-giving ideas for the holiday season. Like these floral arrangements with their own natural sparkle, and these holiday charmers you won't have to wrap, and trees and wreaths that say, "Welcome to our house." Jacques has everything you need for holiday gift-giving and decorating, so why not put Jacques at the top of your shopping list? Jacques Flower Shop, 111 Front Street, Manchester, across from the Holiday Inn West. Make Jacques your holiday shopping place. Have you ever compared unfinished furniture to finished furniture?
When you do, you'll see how you can own beautiful, quality furniture and save as much as 50%.
Put the finishing touches on a microwave cart or stereo cabinet for your loved one. Show you care. Let your work be part of this holiday gift. Computer tables, gun cabinets, desks, rocking chairs. Country Woods has a great selection for the perfect and personal gift. You'll save at Country Woods Unfinished Furniture Outlet, Route 101 Raymond, where you get low prices naturally.
Sunday. Is this any way to run a war?
Be no more moaning in this outfit. The next man who moans is going to be very sorry. Oh. Who is this man?
Danby, D-A-N-B-Y.
Take him out and shoot him. Why aren't you wearing clothes, Captain?
I want.
You're a very weird person, you Serra.
Alan Arkin, Jack Gilbert, Orson Welles. Catch 22. Sunday night at 8 on TV 50.
Let's go. Enough talk, says the referee. Get this thing going. This is not particularly something a lot of wrestlers like to get into. You have to know your opponent to get into this type of a hold.
Well, sure, because if you figure that he's stronger than you, that's a hole where strength matters the most. Now, I wouldn't do something like that with, let's say, Joe LeDuc or somebody like that that's way stronger than I'd be. But probably these two, you know, they're about even strength.
Talking about Joe LeDuc, stay with us on this program of international wrestling because we have Joe LeDuc for you not too long from now.
Takes him down. Nice move by Tony Rico.
Tony Rico. Now he's got the arm of Rocky DeLaSerra. Very nice move. He looks like he's got a bit of promise in this game.
Yes, too bad that it's not like years back when they used to have junior heavyweights, which I hear now that promoters throughout the country are trying to bring back, because Tony Rico would surely figure amongst the top.
Rocky DeLaSerra with a boot. Now he's got Rico in some trouble. Into the turnbuckle. And there's a bit of Bob DeLaSerra coming out of Rocky.
All of a sudden, it's punching and elbows. And... Ooh, another elbow to the head.
Wow. Don't punch, says the referee. I didn't, says Rocky. You can almost hear him, can't you?
He's big body slam. And go for the cover for the count of 1, 2. Tony kicks out.
Tony Rico in a bit of trouble now. Being choked on that top rope. That has to hurt, you know.
It sure does, and good thing that the referee broke it up right away. Throws him right out of that ring on that floor. Which is not a very clever move, because right now, unless he hurt himself, unless Tony Rico hurt himself, it gives him all the time in the world to recover.
That's right.
And he won't go to a neutral corner, so the referee doesn't count. Let's see what happens from there.
Okay, Rico is,
Rico at least walking around, probably shaking up a little bit. Comes in though a little
early.
Comes in with his head down, and he's caught right back in the hole again.
Well, DeLaSerra now has just pulled all the stops out of this one.
Right, he's giving it all he's got.
Boot on the throat of Rico. Referee trying to push him away, and he does.
Referee should be counting instead of pushing, because don't forget that on the count of 4, you're automatically disqualified. And the referee, maybe they're lenient a little bit with some of these. Nice move by Tony Rico.
Well, Serra trying to stay up, but he didn't.
Kicks right out.
That could have been dangerous for Rocky DeLaSerra right there. And a very good move by Rico.
But Rico's down. He's not fully recovered from that beating he took before.
I'm checking you, he says. DeLaSerra, of course, will take any opportunity.
Got it on the chin.
Rico also here would be trying to recover, would he not?
He would, yes. Amen. I don't think that hold is a very painful hold. Just kind of, you know, he's holding him down. That's all he's doing now. Tony should be able to get away from that. There you go.
That's the elbow. Another elbow.
Another elbow. Oh, nice tackle.
Incredible slam.
Gets caught with that knee. You gotta give that DeLaSerra credit.
Comes right back. He
comes right back.
Slam right there. Or a tackle.
Yes, a hard tackle, and he's right back up there.
Once again, an elbow from Rico. He can just get a bit of...
Missed on that chop. Comes back with a rabbit punch, a second one.
Now, all of a sudden, DeLaSerra's in a bit of trouble. Into the corner. Oh, and look at that. I think that's almost like a sucker punch.
1, 2.
No, he's got just a little bit of strength left. Boy, did he ever go into the corner.
Nice chop to the throat. That backed him off a little bit. Punches are landing, but not with that much force, Bob. I think Rico's tiring a little bit. You see, they had no effect whatsoever, those punches on DeLaSerra. Came right back with a kick.
I think Rico's
it could be courteous for Rico, because I feel that the spunk has gone out of him.
DeLaSerra, look out. Coming down.
That elbow, and he covers him, and probably for a count of 3. 1, 3, that's it.
We're back with more.
Fact. With weight loss, temporary reduction of caloric intake alone does not guarantee long-term successful weight control. At Fortunate Life Center, we'll guarantee weight loss through thorough consultation, evaluation, and education, and an ingenious combination of portion control meals. Life Flight meals have been found to safely lower cholesterol and glucose levels, lower blood pressure and triglyceride levels, and are low in lactose and sodium. Best of all, they taste great. Start looking good and feeling good at Fortunate Life Center, Route 102, Londonderry, New Hampshire.
To make it on the country charts, you have to be good. To top the pop charts, you have to be great. To make a career of doing both, you have to be Eddie Rabbit. And now, Warner Brothers Records gives you the Eddie Rabbit Collection. 22 of the biggest hits of the amazing Eddie Rabbit.
Someone could lose a heart tonight. Someone could lose a heart. I wake up to a sunny day, 'cause I love a rainy night. Yeah, I love a rainy night. Every which way but loose, you turn me. Every which way but loose. Rocky Mountain music fills my memory. You don't love me anymore. Oh, baby, you don't love me anymore. If I get
For the first time on television and available nowhere else, the double album Eddie Rabbit Collection from Warner Brothers Records. And here's how to order yours.
To order, use your MasterCharge or Visa. Call free 800-552-5500 or save COD and handling by sending $11.98 for 2 records, 1 8-track or 1 cassette to Eddie Rabbit, Box 5000, Derry, New Hampshire.
Now this will eat away at a wrestler probably more than anything. You go back to that one part of the body over and over again. Has a lot to do with just breaking it down, really.
Right. What's Armand trying to do now?
The Hangman working again on that shoulder.
It's rough right now, but I appreciate that type of wrestling. I mean, to hit a man on the shoulder or something like that, I don't see anything wrong with that. The only thing now, Armand should really try to get out of there before his arm gets too numb.
That's right. I hope you can hear the Hangman's comments at home. He says, "Is that good, ref?" Just about tearing off his arm.
Clever little move by the Hangman.
A lot of experience there. You
Gets
saw
the
it.
referee in front of him and pulls his hair from behind.
Armand Rougeau from a place called Saint-Sulpice up in Quebec in Canada. The whole Rougeau family from there.
That's where their home is at, and also of course, everybody knows that wintertime they go down to Fort Lauderdale in Florida, bask in the sunshine.
They develop their bodies, really, because they have terrific-looking bodies, in good shape, these men.
Right, I was talking with Armand, and they told me that since the start of the year, he's gained about 8 pounds, and he has a lot of trouble keeping the weight, but he was so happy that he gained 8 pounds, because his brother's got him working out 4 times a week on weights. And by next year, he wants to be 240. So he should have filled out pretty well by then.
Well, Rougeau in a bit of trouble, as you can see. The Hangman now working on that left arm, and he has been for a while. And Rougeau tries to get out of it, almost did.
The Hangman hangs on.
Referee checking with Rougeau, asking him if he gives up. No way is he going to give up. Rougeau. Oh, takes a punch from the Hangman.
Maybe Rougeau's waiting for a second win. He's not moving too much yet.
Into the turnbuckle with that shoulder.
So far, it's been all Hangman, I believe.
All to the detriment of that one shoulder of Armand Rougeau. And he's still working at it. He's been working at it from different angles. Have you noticed,
That's
Gino?
right. Whoa, what's he doing now?
Again, into the turnbuckle,
Into
you
the
see.
turnbuckle.
He's twisted it, and he's punched it, and he's kneed it, and he's turnbuckled it. I guess he's... Look out. Rougeau trying to come back now.
Rougeau's trying to finally wake up and fight back. Blocked that punch, came back with one to the jaw. Oh, a good punch right on the... And a second one. Shouldn't stop now, should keep going. Back drops him. Hangman kind of seen it come, fell partly on his feet.
Once again, into the turnbuckle goes the Hangman.
And a slam by Rougeau. Now, that's 292 pounds it just picked up.
Without a whole bunch of difficulty.
Keep going, Armand. And he's got him in the abdominal stretch. Now, that's a finishing hold. Very punishing hold.
Referee now checking with the Hangman.
Is the Hangman going to give up or not?
I'd have to guess, I don't think so. He's been around for a long time. He's a big fellow, and he probably has a trick or two up his sleeve, and there's
He
one
got
right
out.
there.
He is strong, Bob. He is strong. Although he's in pain right now, I can tell you that, because that's
a punch to the head.
It's a hold that's very hard on the lower back. Catches him again
one more
in the stretch,
time.
the abdominal stretch. This time could be it, Bob.
And
Flips
again.
him off easy.
He's a big man.
Very surprised.
Look out. That big elbow. Rougeau into the turnbuckle. No, he
stopped it.
The Hangman
Hit
into the
the
turnbuckle. And again, he's going to try it, and he does. Armand Rougeau.
Oh, a
over
very
the top rope.
Miscalculated move by Armand Rougeau, throwing him off over the top rope.
And that's it. Rougeau disqualified.
If we gave 2 people the same amount of cash and sent one to department stores and the other to the Mill Yard Outlet Mall, the department store shopper would come back with this much. The Mill Yard Outlet Mall shopper would come back with this much. Because brand names at the Mill Yard Outlet Mall are priced 20 to 50% less than at department stores. Come to our grand opening going on right now to see how much fun saving can be. The Mill Yard Outlet Mall is a whole new way to shop. Take Route 111 to Pine Street in Nashua and look for the Mill Yard Chimney.
I'd lose you for typing that report. Again.
Miss Smith, please type in one and see Bitsy change, please.
No matter what type of brush you have, with a Panasonic 708 electronic typewriter, you won't have to retype. Its 8K memory stores what you've typed. Type in the corrections, and it does the retyping for you. So when your boss requests the word,
Where's that letter?
Thank you.
It's time for a Panasonic.
For your Panasonic typewriter, see the professionals at Typewriter Headquarters, Inc., Manchester, New Hampshire.
The bow hunting season for deer began September 15th this year, and now is the time to prepare for it. Proper equipment assures a humane harvest. It is the hunter's responsibility to match his equipment to his sport and to be sure of his target. This is Conservation Officer Don Merrill reminding you that Fish and Game sponsors bow hunter education courses. For more information, call 271-3212.
Quinn gets it up there. It's got some distance, and he's got it. Matt LaPolice has tied it up. 10 seconds to go in the ball game. This is unbelievable. Nashville will try and handle the ball, and Creek gets it to Guidoboni, and he's in, and the ball game's over. Nashville wins it 19-13.
That was just the first one. Don't miss the rematch. The Nashua Purple Panthers and the Portsmouth Clippers for the Division I State Football Championship. Live today at 1 here on TV 50.